In an increasingly fast-paced world, restful sleep has become a coveted luxury for many. From blue light exposure to mounting daily stress, our bodies and minds struggle to unwind. The promise of a quick fix is tempting, and for millions, that fix comes in a small pill, melatonin. Advertised as a natural sleep aid, its widespread availability has made it a go-to solution for those battling restless nights. But what if this seemingly innocuous supplement, so readily embraced, is actually a complex intervention with unintended consequences, potentially doing more harm than good to our intricate sleep architecture? To understand the potential pitfalls of supplemental melatonin, we must first appreciate its natural role within our bodies. Melatonin is a hormone, produced primarily by the pineal gland, a small endocrine gland deep within the brain. It doesn't directly induce sleep like a sedative, rather, it signals to our body that it's nighttime, helping to regulate our circadian rhythm, our internal 24-hour clock. Its natural production typically begins as daylight fades, peaking in the middle of the night, gently preparing our systems for rest. Given its natural function, the appeal of melatonin as a supplement is clear. For those struggling with jet lag, shift work, or simply difficulty falling asleep, an exogenous source promises to reset or reinforce that crucial nighttime signal. It's perceived as a safer, more natural alternative to prescription sleep medications, largely due to its over-the-counter availability and benign public image. This perception, coupled with clever marketing, has fueled an exponential growth in its consumption, turning a subtle biological cue into a widely used pharmacological tool. Here lies one of the most critical issues: dosage. The amount of melatonin typically secreted by the pineal gland is incredibly small, measured in micrograms, often less than 0.3 milligrams per night. Yet, many commercially available supplements contain doses ranging from 1 milligram to a staggering 10 milligrams or even higher. These doses are not just slightly elevated, they can be 10 to 30 times, or even more, than what our body naturally produces. This pharmacological overdose can flood the system, potentially overriding our natural production and disrupting the very rhythm it's meant to support. Melatonin is not simply a lights-out switch for the brain. Its receptors are found throughout the body, implying a much broader physiological role beyond just initiating sleep. It acts as an antioxidant, influences immune function, and affects metabolism. When we consistently introduce superphysiological doses, we're not just signaling darkness, we're impacting numerous other systems in ways we may not fully understand. High doses can lead to daytime grogginess, vivid dreams, and even hypothermia, undermining the quality of our waking hours despite getting more hours of sleep. Relying on melatonin supplements, especially consistently, can inadvertently mask underlying sleep disorders or poor sleep hygiene. Difficulty sleeping is often a symptom of other issues, such as chronic stress, anxiety, depression, restless leg syndrome, or obstructive sleep apnea. By popping a melatonin pill, we might be temporarily silencing the symptom without addressing the root cause. This can delay proper diagnosis and intervention for conditions that genuinely require medical attention, turning a solvable problem into a chronic cycle of dependence. A significant concern with melatonin supplements stems from the lack of stringent regulation in many countries, particularly in the United States, where they are classified as dietary supplements, not drugs. This means they don't undergo the rigorous testing and approval process required for pharmaceuticals. Studies have revealed alarming inconsistencies. Some supplements contain significantly less melatonin than advertised, while others contain far more, and some even harbor contaminants. This uncertainty in content means consumers can never be truly sure of what they are ingesting. Consistent, high-dose melatonin use can potentially desensitize our body's natural melatonin receptors or even suppress our endogenous production over time. If the body is constantly supplied with an external source, its own pineal gland might reduce its output, leading to a form of dependence. This could result in rebound insomnia if supplementation is stopped, making it even harder to sleep without the pill. We risk turning our finely tuned biological clock, designed to operate with precision, into a system reliant on external, often excessive, intervention. So, if melatonin isn't the magic bullet, what is? The path to restorative sleep often lies in returning to fundamental principles of sleep hygiene. This includes maintaining a consistent sleep schedule, even on weekends, creating a dark, cool, and quiet bedroom environment, and limiting screen time before bed. Regular physical activity, a balanced diet, and effective stress management techniques are also crucial. These are not quick fixes, but sustainable practices that support our body's inherent ability to fall asleep and stay asleep naturally, harmonizing with our biological rhythms. For those experiencing chronic or severe sleep disturbances, the most responsible step is to consult a healthcare professional. A doctor can help identify underlying medical conditions, assess your lifestyle, and suggest appropriate, evidence-based interventions. This might involve cognitive behavioral therapy for insomnia, CBTI, light therapy, or, in some cases, careful, short-term use of melatonin under medical supervision for specific conditions like jet lag. Understanding the intricate dance of our sleep cycle and respecting its natural rhythms is the true key to unlocking lasting, restorative sleep, far beyond the reach of a simple pill.